It's debatable here on MLBBro.com.
All right, with the Man Ram, it's the OG Mark Gray, fresh off a trip to Rickwood, where black baseball was alive and on center stage. And Manny, it was the most incredible baseball experience I've ever had in my life. And I've been in championship locker rooms and the whole bit, but there was a certain magic about that moment. Is that a one-time thing? Do you think that salute to the Negro Leagues is something that baseball can build on?
I think they can absolutely build on it, and I don't think it's a one-time thing. I think it's an every year thing. I think they should do a Rickwood game every year, kind of like you have a Little League game every year. You have a Field of Dreams game. I think this can be another one of those highlight games or showcase games that you do throughout the calendar year, man. Listen, I think the baseball season's long enough where you could have these kind of, I don't want to say gimmick games, but I think you could have those kind of showcase or highlight games where you have a different game. Yeah. And I think that, showcase games. And I think this is one of them. I absolutely enjoyed that. That was amazing television. The only thing I wish it would have been done this week, because now you have the calendar to yourself. You don't have any NBA finals. You don't have US Opens. You don't have anything competing up against it. Now baseball takes center stage. And I think if it would have happened, let's say this Thursday or even over the weekend, you could have had a Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, have a big production off of it. I think it would have been great. But listen, I love the telecast. I love the broadcast. I love Reggie Jackson's. I love that. That to me was the highlight of the whole thing.
It was.
The bringing out the living Negro League players. Obviously, with the death of Willie Mays, I think you had something special there too. A little bit of somberness, but still something special, celebrating his life. I just think the whole production, man. We always kill Major League Baseball. And whatever the reasons they did this, we could be cynical, we could be whatever,
True.
but at the end of the day, they put together an amazing production.
It was a phenomenal tribute to the Negro Leagues, and I like you would like to see him do it every single year. But there are some logistical challenges with Rickwood. It is a wonderful place if you're a baseball geek like me, but there's certain amenities that professional baseball players need, like their own clubhouse, like showers that don't have to be run in. So the question becomes, who should make the investment? I mean, can you ask a local municipality with financial troubles like Birmingham to pick up the tab to redo Rickwood?
No.
Or can we use Rickwood as sort of a Major League Baseball give back, a feel-good moment as we see all the time to rebuild that stadium and play a Negro League Classic every year?
It's a Major League Baseball reparations. I think Major League Baseball, between all 30 teams, listen, Major League Baseball is not hemorrhaging money. They've got plenty of money. I mean, they print money in Major League Baseball. Every team, you can ask a couple, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a math major, but you could ask every team to pour in, because every team's going to benefit from this. Every team at some point is going to play a Rickwood game. And I think you ask every team to pour in, plus Major League Baseball comes in to renovate the facilities, renovate create a locker room, create a clubhouse, create different things, a bigger broadcast booth, really pour money into this field. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be one game. You can build this stadium up. You can play spring training games there. You can do different things there. You can have celebratory situations there. You can make it into almost like a cathedral or a museum of sorts of Major League Baseball and the Negro Leagues. I think that Major League Baseball should really put their money where their mouth is, really upgrade and renovate Rickwood to make it this showcase event.
I heard an interesting story, and I hate to end it on a gross note, but here it is. There's a white gentleman inside the Rickwood Museum who tells the story about how black players couldn't find places that would allow them to wash their uniforms. So perhaps for 2 to 3 weeks, they'd have to wear the same old flannel uniforms with a stench, right? And they still went out there and balled. So to me, the least we could do is get them to rebuild Rickwood, right?
You just made my point exactly right there.
That's
the very least we could do. We could call it Major League Baseball reparations. Maybe our governor learned something by that. Hey, another topic for another show.
For more right now, go to MLBBro.com.